Alright, so this video is going to be on just a thought that came to my mind. I was reading Jason Riley's False Black Power, and I'm going to put my thoughts on how I feel as if that a lot of people will sit back and talk about like the black community and gear things towards the black community, which is what that book was referencing, of course. But here's the thing, what I think about that is you can actually apply that to a lot of society. And I know a lot of people talk about the black communities like the canary in the coal mine, so to speak, as far as what affects us will eventually start affecting everyone else. And really, we've seen that to be true. Be it the single motherhood rate and all that, and is raising. Single motherhood rate is going up in every community now. It affected us first. These social liberal policies, these absolute leftist policies, affected us before they affected anyone. Before they affected anyone else. Now, the one on false black power was, I'm going to paraphrase here, or try to wrap it up in a couple sentences. It basically is saying that black people don't have near the power as we think we do. Just because we elect a couple of leaders here and there, and we have what looks to be a standing in society, or power in society, we really don't have any power at all. And I find that to be true, and I kind of will connect that to a lot of these liberal groups that sit back and talk about the system of white supremacy and blah blah blah, and think that that trans and gay and all this other stuff are gaining power. Women are gaining power. Here's the thing: whoever those shadowy figures, if I'm gonna shadowy figures in the back, you don't really have any power. That's all false power. It might look like you got something, or look like you're making waves and this and that, but in my opinion, the rich white liberal is sitting there and not really giving up power, because if the rich white liberal actually needed to was giving up power, they wouldn't support your ideology. And I liken it to something as simple as let's say a man has a son or daughter, and the son or daughter, you let the son or the daughter, when y'all are wrestling or something when they're a little kid, and you let them beat you and they say I'm the king of the house, and you just sit back and you just let them say yep you are. The thing is that you actually are not. The kid is actually not in power. And if it was a true situation where the kid is or the child, or let's say the child gets to be grown or adult or something like that, the kid actually tries to exert some authority in the house, it would not go well with whoever's running the house, hopefully the father. And so that's false power. You're letting that kid put out that they are in authority of some things, and I'm the king of my room, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this and that, blah blah blah. You say, yeah, you're right, you're the king, you're the king. And I liken that to what's going on in society right now. They're letting these people see, because when the trans, gay, whatever, or women and this and that, they're letting these people put out whatever propaganda they want, because these people are making money on top of this. Same with Gillette and the toxic. Well, I know they lost, but sometimes I will say they'll lose. And I think that, to be honest with you, was more about the fact that a lot of men these days are growing beards. I'm sure that doesn't help their bottom line either. So I mean, I know a lot of people say the kid won't go broke and the Gillette and that, but actually that doesn't happen every single time that someone will go broke. Same with the Nike stock went up. Do you think anybody in Nike actually gives a rat's ass about Colin Kaepernick's give up everything and blah blah blah? Does anyone really think that? But we're gonna make it look. But those NFL people and those Nike people are gonna make it look like he actually has some kind of power. They're gonna make it look like that, but they're just sitting back saying, "Oh yeah, you won," while they're making money off of this, off of his buffoonery, and a lot of other things. They don't really believe in these policies. The thing is that they'll sit back and let you think that you have something. Same as when they elect black leaders, they elect homosexual or gay leaders. They elect somebody that's trans and all this other stuff, or to any kind of position or anything like that. It's false power, because the people that are really running things, they're letting this happen just to make it look like, hey, that community's getting power, yeah. But while we're in the back actually holding the power. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Everyone needs to, not just people in the black community, I feel, but people in every community need to sit back and read that Jason Riley's false black power, because the thing is that there really is no power. It's a farce, and if it ever came to actually truly giving up power, whoever these people are that you say, they're not going to give it up, and they're not going to support you and their group. I mean, you and your group. So like I said before, that's my thoughts on that. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and see you later.